Hey everyone, this is X, and welcome to Space Engineers. Today I want to show you one of my personal favorites, the BRY.X, which is an advanced TIE fighter concept that belonged to Darth Vader himself. This never really made it into the movies or into canon, but I kind of wish it did because it's beautiful. From the front, it looks exactly like an X-Wing, but of course, a TIE fighter version. From the sides, you can see that the shape actually changes dramatically with the wings, and if you look from overhead, it kind of reminds me of a butterfly or some kind of moth. One thing I really like about this ship is no matter what angle you're viewing it from, the shape of it seems to change. In the front here, we have a cockpit with some Gatling guns attached underneath, which I'll go outside and show you very quickly. So first, let me give you a tour from the inside. This is the main hub where everything goes on. We have 3 cockpits, one up top, one right in front of me, and then one below. This one is a very unique one because not only does it give you a view from the bottom of the ship, but you're able to land it in a completely different fashion. As you can see, the hydrogen thrusters, there's not enough downward thrust to really land it if you were to use this cockpit here. So what we did instead is we allowed this huge large hydrogen thruster in the rear to be the main power source, or sorry, the main thrust source for allowing us to land. And as you can see at the bottom of each wing, we have 2 landing gears, which give us a much smoother entry from space onto a planet. So if you don't want to pilot and you just want to sit back and watch somebody else do the hard work, you can always come here and take a seat on the couch. Here we have our survival kit with all our gear in the cargo container, and of course no need to keep your helmet on. When you're inside, we have an air vent which is connected to a central hub outside where everything is connected to. Through these windows you can see the internal components of each wing. We have some backup engines and some gravity thrusts. That will do it for the inside of the cockpit. Now let me show you the exterior. Whoops, got stuck there for a second. So if you are wanting to do some repairs, you can always come into these little shafts and you can fix the internal components while the ship is flying. We have 2 decoys up here in the front, so if for any reason anybody is shooting at the ship, that would be the main thing to get hit first. As well as we have some decoys here in the back, which are shielded by lots of heavy armor blocks back here. The top row of the top wing and the top row of the bottom wing, all right here, are made of heavy armor. Same thing with the middle right here. So the wings are not just there for functional use, they really give a lot of cover to the internal components and the core of the ship. Of course, there's no real protection in the front, but that's because this ship is used mainly for offense and not defense. It's very quick, very light, and loads a pack of a punch. Down here you can see we have 8 Gatling guns, sorry, 10. Oh no, 12, sorry, I miscounted. 12 Gatling guns, 2 missile launchers, on the bottom, 2 rocket launchers up top, then we have 1 rocket launcher down here, one on this wing, one on that wing, and then one missile launcher on each side. Let me get into the cockpit really quick so I could show you what it looks like when you're firing at a target. So I'm just going to use this asteroid for target purposes. So if we push 6, that'll enable the Gatling guns. Push number 2, we can now access the front camera, and then here we go. If we push number 7, that will shoot all the rocket launchers at once. And as you can see, if you were a ship and you were in that line of fire, you would have gotten badly damaged. So this ship is very good for intercepting, or maybe you want to use it to you know, as a backup plan, maybe like a little sidekick to your bigger ships. Okay, then let's see what else is there. We have, oh, in the back over here we have a connector, so you can load in all your materials without having to really go anywhere. And of course that connector is tied to a piston. So let me show you real quick what that looks like. So of course you need to be a little bit careful since this large hydrogen thruster is in the rear. I kind of designed this, you know, the same way that if you've ever seen jets that need to get fueled in midair, that's kind of what it's like. And then you have 2 rear spotlights just in case you can't see and it's too dark, along with a laser antenna. Here we have the oxygen tank. We have some gyroscopes down here to help give some, you know, some turning to the ship. All the power is found on the outside. And as you can see, we have a lot of very random, just decorative components to give that aesthetic look. There's no real use of this tire up here other than, you know, just its appearance, but that's exactly what the BRY.X looks like. Then we have this cockpit out here on the external part of the ship, which will allow you to get in quick, and if you need to, you can access it like I showed you before from the inside. You just look up and now you can land the ship. Last thing I want to show you is the gravity thrust. So on board we have gravity thrust installed to help you get away quick. Let me reverse this piston really quick so I can have a little bit more maneuverability. Okay, so if you push the number 4, that will turn on the artificial masses. But before you turn them on, you want to make sure that you turn the main gravity thrust off, which is number 1. So let's push number 1 and then number 4. And now if we want to go forward, we can push number 3. And look how fast this speeds up. And then if we want to slow down, we will push number 3 and then activate number 5. And as you can see, it slowed down quite significantly. And that's it. If you like this ship, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel. I will definitely be putting more ships like this on the workshop. If you want to download it, go to the description, I'll leave a link. The next ship that I'll probably put up is Darth Maul's personal ship, which is called the Scimitar, or the Sith Infiltrator, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the channel and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.